This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Welcome back. With school out for the summer, many of your kids are participating in different sports or summer activities. And this morning we're talking about ways to protect their teeth. We have Dr. Liz Kaz, an Associate Dean for Education and Assessment at A.T. Still University's Missouri School of Dentistry and Oral Health, and she's going to break it all down for us. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. So my first question is, how common is it for a child to chip a tooth, break one, crack one, or anything like that during any sort of sporting event?
It's pretty common, and the field of dentistry has gone a long way in terms of preventing that sort of injury for the child. And they've come up with several different types of mechanisms at different cost levels for families to go out and protect their children's teeth. Not only just the teeth, but the bone and the gum tissue and all the surrounding tissues around the teeth. So if you think of a child wearing orthodontia or braces, many times if they're not wearing some protective gear, that can actually damage some of the inside of the lip. So it's anytime that you go out and play sports and anytime that there's a possibility for a smack or whatever, this is the way to go.
And like you said, it definitely has come a long ways, because we were talking during commercial break and I was pointing these out, and I said that I remember when I was younger, and I mean even just 5-6 years ago, they were so bulky that I know a lot of kids did not want to wear them. I know I didn't want to wear them because you couldn't talk. It made you slobber a lot, you know. But now they're a lot slimmer.
They are. They're coming out with better resins and plastics than they used to. These two right here are called the Boil and Bite, where you would actually take these. I got these off at Amazon.com, believe it or not, and you would just put them in hot water and then form fit them to the child's mouth.
Interesting.
This is a little bit more of a costly endeavor. It is done at the dentist. You can see an impression of the mouth would have to be made, but the plastics that they're using are very pliable. And what's really neat about this is that it protects, like I said, not just the teeth themselves, but also the bone around the teeth, which is really important.
All right.
So, you know, they are primarily for the top arch, and they have different styles, and so there's quite a bit of material out there. And you can also go to a sporting goods store, and they have what are called stock trays, where they're different sizes, and you can just wear those as well.
All right. And what are some methods to manage dental injuries?
Oh, well, unfortunately, stuff does happen, and teeth do get knocked out. The real term for that is avulsed. And it can be really a terrible situation for a youngster to lose a tooth, but there's different things you can do now. This is called Save a Tooth. And say you're at a sporting event and they get knocked in the mouth, and believe it or not, on young kids, teeth can go flying. Well, the biggest thing is to go dig it out of the dirt and the sand, pick it up by the crown of the tooth, and you put it in this particular, it's like a salt solution.
Okay.
And it can stay in there for 24 hours before you can, you know, if you need to get to the dentist. And they can re-implant that tooth.
Really?
And the tooth, depending on the age of the child and how soon they get to the dentist, that tooth can be in their mouth for the rest of their lives. Now, there are some, you know, things that will be problems. They may need a root canal. They may have to have the tooth bleached. But this is a great solution that a lot of times your sporting activity clubs will have with them, so that if a tooth does get knocked out, you've got some mechanism to keep the cells alive, so that when they reimplant it, the ligaments will actually reconnect.
Wow, interesting. Any other tips you have for us to protect our teeth?
Well, first of all, I guess I would, if you're going to be doing any types of contact sports, really invest in a good set of mouth guards and just take it easy out there. I know, don't run around the swimming pools.
Right, yeah, because you can slip and chip your teeth.
That's really a bad thing, and I wouldn't want the kids to have to wear mouth guards while swimming. But.
Right. So, well, thank you so much, Dr. Kaz. What we'll do is we'll
you.
post everything on our website at heartlandconnection.com, and we'll link up your information as well, okay?
Great.
Thank
Thanks.
you, and we'll be right back.